The homeless. What exactly comes to mind when you think about the word homeless? You probably picture an old person or not. In either way, someone wearing very dirty clothes laying on the street or on a bench somewhere. Or someone who carries a bunch of stuff with them all the time and goes through your trash cans to find something decent to eat. Here in Rotterdam, it's a different story. We got the assignment to focus on a deprived area in Rotterdam and to find out what happens to the homeless in this particular district. We focused our research in the district of Carnisse, which is located on the south side of Rotterdam. Before we got to work, we sat down and brainstormed about what we already knew about homeless people and about Carnisse. What we found out is that most people describe this neighborhood as a very disadvantaged and unsafe area to live. And with all this new information, we sat down together and we made a mind map. We wrote down all the important terms we came across doing this small research. After writing down all the important terms, we were finally able to get to work. Who are we, by the way? I'm glad you asked. Allow me to introduce ourselves. Our team consists of the following members: Rosa, Arnella, Charlotte, Veronique, Cynthia, Nikki, Sophie, and Cheyenne. And this is Hogeschool Rotterdam. After a brainstorm session, we decided to catch the next bus to Carnisse and to find out what is really going on in this so-called deprived area. Keep in mind that to some of us it was our first time ever in Carnisse. And what we came across was indeed a lot of areas that were filthy, a lot of dog feces on the street. But to our surprise, we discovered areas that are much cleaner and nicer, and different types of supermarkets, and a lot of people of different cultural backgrounds. And also a lot of greenery, like this park for instance, but unfortunately, they don't keep it as clean as they should. We came across a few people who are familiar with this neighborhood, and we asked if they had any experience with homeless people. Every one of them answered that they rarely come across homeless people in this district, and that they experienced this district to be a very pleasant and safe district to live in, which really made us wonder, if the homeless are not on the streets, well, maybe we'll find some in a shelter. Like this Save a Day shelter, for instance, where they can find somewhere to spend the night and also somewhere to spend the day, so they don't have to be on the streets all the time. Or the Leger des Heils shelter, which provides their clients with day activities and a special pass. The shelter is open every day from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The shelter facilitates their clients with a hairdresser, a manicurist, a pedicurist, and a special debt solution program, and also gives cooking lessons. But we were curious as to how other countries deal with the homeless, for example, in the US, or on the island of Aruba, for example. One of the biggest issues that was presented to us was that homeless people don't know where they need to go or how to find the homeless shelter. So we came up with the idea to make different kinds of posters and to hang them on the busiest streets of Rotterdam so that people will be informed of the different locations they can go to if they need somewhere to crash for a little while or maybe for a longer while. To let them know that they're not alone and there are many people out there who are willing to help them get their life back on track. And what have we learned this week? We most certainly have a new perspective when it comes to homelessness. This project also shows the added value of a multidisciplinary cooperation between social and healthcare workers. Comparing our findings with the ones of foreign countries and sharing our experiences with one another. We learned especially a lot about the different types of organizations and what they provide the homeless with. People who speak foreign languages could face difficulties understanding Dutch. By communicating, we are able to share our experiences with others. Communication is also a very important part of teamwork. It's safe to say that this experience was an eye-opener. Because once you see things from a different perspective, your opinion shifts also. In conclusion, we discovered that the care for the homeless here in the Netherlands is well organized, but there are still improvements to be made. Many thanks to Cheyenne and all the other Belgian students, and also the organizations such as the CVD and the Leger des Heils. That's it. Y'all can clap now. Bye!